Today on Eagle Nation News. First up, the Giving Machine Project has reached Frisco. Elsa Meyer sees how it's spreading joy in the most wonderful time of the year. Next up, a student from Prosper High has recovered from something terrible. Isabel Molter discovers how this student will have a very Merry Christmas. And finally, it's cheer season. And I'm not talking about holiday cheer. Callie Swick kicks up how rival schools are being merry and bright through this sport. All of this and more on Santa's edition of Eagle Nation News. Merry Christmas. Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Santa Claus.
And I'm Santa's elf, bringing this week's news. ENN starts
right now.
Back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us again here at Studio 301.
Today is Thursday, December 19th. The weather today is sunny with a high of 58 degrees. We just came from the North Pole, so this is definitely not as frosty as we are used to.
I agree, Santa. This weather is really taking me out of the gift wrapping mood.
But everyone here is counting on you to get gifts ready. Christmas is just around the corner.
I guess you're right, Santa, but elf magic doesn't match people coming together to help others out of the spirit of giving.
There are so many different ways to give gifts to the community during the holidays. Elsa Meyer takes a look into one unique way this is being done in the DFW area.
Thanks, guys. In the DFW Metroplex, there are so many different ways to give back to those in need this holiday season. And here at the Giving Machine, donating is as simple as the click of a button.
The Giving Machine is a machine that is a reverse vending machine. You have the option of selecting something that has been provided for different people of different needs around the community and around the world.
The Giving Machine is meaningful to many people beyond just the recipients. Those donating find joy in the machine as well.
I think it gives those of us in the community an opportunity to show some service and some community love for those who are less fortunate than ourselves.
I think it also helps those who give by giving them that good feeling, that opportunity to serve in a way that they wouldn't otherwise be able to serve.
Through the chaos of the holidays, giving back is sometimes not on people's minds. But the Giving Machine helps make sure those in need don't go unnoticed.
It is so easy. You come here and it's just like your candy vending machine, except this time you get to put in money and you get to give something to somebody else. It's one of those weird things that you're like, oh, that felt good.
At locations all over Texas, people are able to go to Giving Machines and donate to local and national charities. This ensures a bright and fulfilling holiday for everyone. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Elsa Meyer.
Be sure to tune into our holiday news magazine on Christmas Day to hear even more about the Giving Machines.
Right now, they just moved to McKinney, and they'll be there until January 1st, so go check it out and make that difference.
This is such a creative way to bond together and help other people, and it will definitely get you on the nice list.
And there's also many celebrities making it on the nice list this year. Stay tuned, Talent Talk is up next.
Join Miss Wagner this June for an unforgettable 5-day trip to Puerto Rico. Experience kayaking, hiking, sightseeing, and explore the island's vibrant culture. This trip is open to friends and family, so feel free to invite others to join you. For more details, scan the QR code or reach out to Miss Wagner in Portable 2. There is only one day left until winter break. On Friday, December 20th, we'll have early release and then break until January 7th, which marks the start of the third 9 weeks. Happy holidays!
New releases are taking Hollywood by storm.
Rudolph the Reindeer is in studio with this week's Talent Talk. Rudolph?
Thank you, Santa's Elf. The third installment of the Sonic movies is being released later today. The film focuses on Shadow, Sonic the Hedgehog's counterpart. Take a look.
What did you do? What I had to.
The film has all of the amazing actors from the first two movies and is bringing in many more. Keanu Reeves will be playing Shadow, and coming out of retirement for the film, Jim Carrey once again played Dr. Robotnik and Dr. Robotnik's grandfather. Reviews are through the roof with many comments on how it's better and more action-packed than the originals. An article from Variety even went to say, quote, "The film is faster and more fun than the other Sonic movies." From premieres, the film already has an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. I love the first two movies and can't wait to see this one as well. Just based on the trailer, I know it's going to be great. And on the topic of new releases, the trailer for the newest Superman movie was just released, just hours ago, and it has over millions of views. A lot of people are talking about Superman's dog. Why don't you see for yourself?
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
The trailer reveals the start of a new DC universe, and while there isn't too much on the film itself, knowing DC's history, it should be good. Switching from film to music, with the year coming to an end, I thought we would review the top songs from this year. Starting off strong, Song of the Year went to Lose Control by Teddy Swims, with the Bar song and Beautiful Things in a close second and third. Album of the Year went to none other than Taylor Swift with her album The Tortured Poets Department. Swift also won Top Artist and Top Female Artist of the Year. Top Male Artist went to Morgan Wallen and Top New Artist went to Chappell Roan. Though I am surprised Sabrina Carpenter didn't make it, overall I think these are well deserved and I can't wait for next year's. What do you guys back to the desk think?
Rudolph, Sabrina Carpenter is cool and all, but if it's not Mariah Carey or Justin Bieber's Under the Mistletoe album on top of the charts, then I'm not interested.
Whoa, Santa, what about Mrs. Claus? I heard she had a talented singing voice.
You're wrong. She's working on it, but another thing that's being worked on is Universal. Maddie Kep has more.
Thanks, Colton. Universal gave us an early Christmas present this year. Universal officially introduced Universal Kids to Frisco, Texas. They unwrapped the plans recently on December 1st. The resort will include a 300-room hotel that will give families a place to stay and play. The city of Frisco is investing more than $201 million on the roads around the park. The park will include some of your favorite characters from Shrek, Jurassic World, SpongeBob, and Despicable Me. The real present will come in May of 2026 when the park is planned to open. But until then, I would love to know what your thoughts are back at the desk.
Well, it's no North Pole, but it might be a great place to vacation.
Sadly, I don't think I'll have any time to vacation with how devoted I am to making presents all year. Just like one cheerleader here at PHS has devoted her life and talent to her sport despite trials. Isabel Moulter jumps into Haley Alexander's story.
Cheerleading is the passion of many here in Texas, and one PHS student has lived the sport her whole life.
So I've been doing it since I was 2.5, so about 16 years now, and my mom just kind of put me in it because a friend of hers owned a gym. It created a whole nother family for me, and I just absolutely love cheering for Prosper. I cannot believe that this is my last year.
But Haley's career took a turn 2 years ago and was suddenly put on hold.
I was at an all-star cheer practice and I fell out of a stunt and I got a brain injury, so I had like a couple bleeds. I was in the ICU for 2.5 weeks and I really only remember my last day, and it's like bits and pieces of it.
Not only did the Prosper community come together to support Haley, but the entire cheer community as well.
I supported her by praying for her and like talking to my mom about it. I know like I should always do everything like 110% because it might be your last time to do it, or like you never know what could happen, and you should always just like give your all because some people don't get the chance to do it again.
It meant so much to me that so many people rallied together all for me. It meant the whole world and more.
With one special program, Haley was able to make a recovery, now cheering full-time for her final year at PHS.
Adaptive Training Foundation, it's mainly focused on veterans, but they get people who've had crazy injuries like me back into working out. Whenever I saw ATF, I was like, oh, it's just like I'm gonna go work out, but really, I think it helped my mental stuff so much more, because after my accident, I was kind of struggling with why am I like this, and I just feel so much different than everyone else. When they're like, it made me feel normal again. It changed my whole life in so many different ways, but I feel like it helped me be a better person.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News,
Oh my gosh!
I'm Isabel Moulter.
Haley's journey is so inspiring. I can't wait to see how she makes the most of it out of her senior year.
And after Christmas, we'll be making the most out of the new year. I heard everyone here is done with school for 2024 after tomorrow, so let's wrap it up with some Prosper Sports.
Don't leave yet. Game time is next. Oh, ho, ho.
Here we go! Prosper Sports are not slowing down.
And Elf on the Shelf is in studio with this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Santa Claus. Both the boys and girls soccer teams started their season off strong, with the girls playing Coppell and the boys against Lovejoy. Kicking it off with the girls team, they ended with a tie against the Cowboys 1-1. Reagan Roberts took the first goal of the game for the Eagles. These girls played an impressive defensive game, consisting of Brooklyn Stilson, Ella Brinkerhoff, and Lauren Edler, holding the Cowboys to a single goal. Staying on the field, going to the other side of the Metroplex, the boys soccer team also tied their game against the Leopards 2-2. Nico Rodriguez had both of the goals for the Eagles. The girls will play next against Wakeland tomorrow, and the boys will play Mansfield tonight. Both games are none other than the PHS turf. Moving it over to the mat, the Prosper Wrestling team is on fire and hoping to continue their reign as they compete in the Eagles Nest tournament this Saturday at Prosper High School. Dribbling it over to the court, the basketball team will take on Allen High School tomorrow at 4:30 in the Allen Eagles Arena. This will be a huge game for our Eagles, as the Allen Eagles are number 1 in the state and ranked 17th in the country. Good luck to our Eagles this weekend. Finally, one group at PHS is always supporting every sport here at Prosper. Cheer recently showcased their talents to the community for preparation for an upcoming event. Callie Swick talked with some of the cheerleaders to see how they are getting ready for the big day.
On Tuesday, Prosper Cheer participated in the PISD Cheer Showcase, where they presented their skills and teamwork to the community alongside other schools in the district. The event highlighted their hard work and dedication as they prepare for the upcoming national competition.
Today is an event for UCA and NCA and UIL, and it incorporates Prosper, Rock Hill, and Walnut. For most of these teams, we only get 1 or 2 competitions that we can compete at, so this is a good opportunity to not only prove ourselves, but our town and our school, what we've been working on.
Walnut Grove made their nationals debut last year, and now Rock Hill will also compete for the first time. Along with that, the challenge of defending their title becomes even more intense, as all 3 teams fight for the top spot at nationals.
Obviously, there is sort of a competitiveness added to it. When we face challenges, we obviously have to come together as a team to overcome those things. It can be really hard sometimes, especially when someone's not having the best day. We always have to be encouraging towards one another, regardless of the circumstances, so that we can just push forward and move on as a team.
At the end of the day, despite the rivalry, Walnut Grove, Prosper, and Rock Hill share one goal.
Beyond placements and beyond scores or awards or victories or anything like that, I think it's just to leave the mat with no regrets.
One thing about cheerleading is it's not just about what you can do, it's about what your teams can do. There's no individual aspect on the team, so just supporting each other, supporting your team, supporting the other teams as you go through what is very hard 2 to 3 minute routines, and just really pushing each other. The ultimate goal is to hit 0, and that's something that all cheerleaders strive to do at every competition.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Callie Swick.
We heard that these girls have worked so hard all year, and we wish you the best of luck at nationals.
You know, if only these elves worked this hard at wrapping presents.
Whoa, Santa, don't forget I can literally give you coal this Christmas. Anyways, that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Santa's elf.
And I'm Santa Claus. Have a great weekend, and go Eagles. Oh, ho, ho.
Wow.